Alright guys, welcome back. Turn 15. Okay, it looks like he came up and attacked us here. We lost the two. Watch this. Lost a couple wargs, warg riders. Here's our leader. She was off to the side. We managed to bring her up and kind of connect her, right? Adjacent. So there goes one. There goes the other one. Okay. Okay, and then after this battle, our opponent has surrendered. Okay. Well, let's summarize the game and then we'll go to the scoreboard. So, this game. First thing to say is I'm not happy with how we played at this game. If you go back, I think here is where I started kind of regretting my actions. We took a fight here. I think we may have even lost somebody here, and then I took a haunted boneyard. We lost. Is this where we lost the serpent, baby serpent? So that's bad. We're losing our prized animals that we want to be evolving up into the higher. Their higher tier counterparts. Maybe I should have gone back and hit here, right? Said I could have put the fire spit on cavalry and then just backtracked. And this would have been a much easier thing. Could have just skipped the boneyard entirely. Then we went up here and wasn't happy. This was kind of rough. We were taking a lot of damage. There was a site here that we could have... 2 nodes, right? 2 mana nodes. Maybe we could have done that, but I didn't. I went up here. Cleared here. We took some fights here. I ended up losing a spider. Where was that? Lost the baby spider. Maybe it was here, or I don't even remember. But bottom line is my movement was bad. I with Druid, I think if you're going to be doing the evolution strat, you need to be much more patient. You can't just be taking whatever fight you want. It actually pays to be patient and skip things over, come back, take a longer route, be a little more inefficient in order to keep the animals alive. And then anyways, we, in summary here, what happened was our opponent took our tiger out, but then he made the mistake of leaving the 2 heroes, his leader and hero, alone. So they were disjointed from his, I wonder what happened here. Maybe he couldn't reach. This guy probably couldn't reach in the fight. Anyways, as I was saying, the rest of his army was right here. So you got that disjointedness, and we were kind of fortunate in that we were able to get everybody up and then make the attack. It's just risky to be leaving. Even me, it's good to be positioning together. Like here, we positioned in a triangle. It's just safer, because I don't know, at this point here, we had no vision here, aside from the tiger. For all we know, our opponent could be here. There's a bandit camp here, It's just safer to be positioning defensively. Anyways, we caught him out, and then it's kind of the downfall from there. It's pretty rough. Is that everything I want to talk about? Kind of pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Let's hop into I think this will take me to the scoreboard. We could just go through that really quick. Okay. Scoreboard, we'll just kind of get through this. Knowledge score. Happiness. Military. We were always a bit higher, and then maybe this is probably where we got our hunter production in. I'm guessing. But he also had an upswing here. But, Dreadnought, I do kind of consider, like, the way I play Dreadnought, it's kind of expected. I feel like Dreadnought is more of a late-game powerhouse, and you can afford to, what do you call it, like, go for economic stuff earlier and kind of postpone the military. Anyways, domain. Domain. He's saying he has a higher domain. Look at that. It could be, I don't know how the game is calculating this. He could have more cities. There's a city up there. Look at this. I'm seeing it right here through the graph. So that's a city he had. But he also, if you remember, vassalized Nuxbrom. He vassalized this draconian town. So maybe that's factoring in too. Anyways, guys, that's it for this game. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. And I will catch you in the next game.